Yo, what's up guys? We're out here in the garage. We got the new Husky, so we're gonna go out riding it again today. Just doing a couple things to get it running exactly how I want to. So first off, some guys on Instagram were making some good tips on setting the bike up how we want to. So we're gonna come over to this side. We're gonna work on adjusting this power valve out, or the power valve, adjusting the power valve out so it hits a little bit harder. Let's see if I can zoom you guys in on that. We're gonna adjust this screw out, which is gonna make it so the power valve opens sooner and it makes it hit harder. Next size smaller right here. Seems like it may work. About 1.5 turns right there. That's about what the guys that have been riding these have been recommending. So we're gonna try that, and I'll let you know on today's ride how we end up liking it. All right guys, the next thing I like to do is go through and tighten all my spokes on the new bikes that are always still loose. So KTM and Husky recommend that they're at 45 inch-pounds. That's what I've got this set to. I do the one skip to method, so you hit every third spoke and then I go around the wheel 3 times to make sure that everything's tight. As I go around, I don't turn it more than half a turn as I go around, but here's what the process looks like a little bit sped up. And I always start somewhere where you can remember, so I'll start at the valve cap on this side. See if this one's tight. See, it's already loose from the factory. I guess I've got one right on it. So I'll do that one. That one went tight in less than a quarter turn. I'll skip 2, which gets me to this one. Same thing. That one's tight after a quarter turn as well. Skip 2. And go on all the way around the wheel. All right guys, that was 1 lap around. So we started here, we'll go to this next one, do the same thing, get this one tightened, and then skip 2. Let's see if this one gets tightened. Yeah, so just half turn, skip 2, go all the way around. All right, guys, that was my 3rd lap around. So now when I get done, like I was just telling Jordan, you probably didn't hear it because it was sped up. But then after I've gone around 3 times, I've hit every spoke, I'll go back through one last time and just hit every spoke on the same lap. Just like that, guys, the rear wheel is tight. Do the same thing on the front wheel. Just do a quick time lapse on me getting it tight. Then we'll go through a couple other checks and preference things that I want to do before we go ride it for the second day. Just like that, front wheel is good to go as well. So next thing I'm going to do after riding yesterday, the suspension was definitely a little bit soft. So I'm going to go through and add some compression. Also mark down my stock settings. Add some compression front and rear. Also, I'm going to add some preload to the fork legs on the springs. And then I'm also going to have these guys help me check sag again with all my gear on when we head out to the desert. So we'll follow up and start adjusting suspension. All right, so we're here on the top of the fork springs. We're going to turn this, its stock is 0, plus 0 on the preload there. We're going to turn that over to +3, see how that rides on both sides. Do it the same to each spring. Go this over to +3, just like that. So +3 on both sides. And then I'm also going to count my suspension clicks, see where my stock setting was that I rode yesterday. And then I'm going to add probably 4 or 5 clicks of compression front and rear. All right, so 15 out was stock. I think we're going to go to probably 10 out, be about 5 clicks stiffer. Yeah, so 15 out was stock, so we had that set right from the dealer, which is good. I'm going to go 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to try that. I'll write that setting down. I'm also going to check my rebound, make sure that that is at the stock setting and that they set it right. All right, so the rebound's 15 out. I also like to take notes of everything that I'm doing. So we got the new bike out here. Wrote down my mileage from yesterday. Suspension settings, forks, compression. Compression, we are at 10 out. Then stock was 15, so I'll put that in parentheses. And then rebound was 15, which we'll also put in parentheses so we know that is stock. And then also going to write down that we did spring tension +3, which stock was 0. So that's what I take my notes like. I'm going to do the same thing to the rear. Measure all that out, see what stock was, and add some compression, both high and low speed on the rear. And then just a couple other things and we'll go out and ride it. So on the shock, the rebound and low speed compression was the same number of clicks. 15 clicks was standard on both compression and rebound. And on the shock, 2 turns out on the high speed was stock, and it says to go to 1 turn for the sport setting, which is what I'm going to try. So grab my little T-handle, which I think it's a 17 millimeter. Yeah, 17 millimeter, I was right. So we will go through and check the stock setting, which right at 2 turns out, just like the manual said it would be. So we're going to try 1 turn. Now let's go 1 and 1/8 turns to try that. I'm going to write down my same settings, 1 and 1/8. And then stock as 2. And low speed, we're going to do 10 clicks out. Stock was 15. Ride that today and we can play with it on the trail. Rebound is also supposed to be 15 stock. So we will try those settings, see if everything feels good. I'm also going to double check that these stock settings were in the right place from when the bike was shipped. Double check that. Go out to 10. And then I'm going to come down here, check the rebound, make sure that that's at stock setting for now. and 15 out. We'll leave it for there. Well guys, that ended up being all that I did to the bike that day. I was wanting to trim down the bars a little bit as well as swap my start and kill switch buttons. Unfortunately, the buttons weren't long enough and I didn't have the right tools to trim my bars. So this is all we did. Played with the suspension settings a little bit, tightened the spokes, and just checked a couple things, turned that power valve out, and then we go out and ride it right now. All right boys, here we go! Hello YouTube! Got a Fossil Creek going for a little Hey guys, just wanted to pause the video real quick and apologize about the camera angle or the viewing or the point of view right here. I had it set to linear so I could record all that footage in the garage, and unfortunately I forgot to change it back to super view. So the footage isn't as good as normal, but this won't happen again, and we were able to get some third-person shots on the iPhones, and there'll still be some good footage where you can listen to the bike ripping up some of the hill climbs. So, apologize for that. Hope you guys still enjoy the video. Unfortunately, my GoPro memory card is almost full. I forgot to delete everything off of it. So we've only got 18 minutes of recording space, so I'm going to try to use it wisely. But we're going to have the big hill climbs. It's been about half an hour at the parking lot setting everybody's sag and stuff. Made my suspension quite a bit stiffer than yesterday. See how we like it. I also took that power valve out, so it should be more aggressive. See how she goes. Just like that, I'm turn the GoPro off for a minute. Holy crap, boys. This shit is just blown out since last time we were out here. All these silt ruts everywhere are dangerous. So I don't like them. Here's this hill we come out to all the time. Right up it, baby! I can get up and start on the bottom. Guys are out at the big ass hill climb in our desert. I set up the other way where Jordan stopped up there. Brady's stuck right here. You record me, sir?
Video?
Yeah, landscape in the 2X camera.
Had to make his own little trail at the end.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Ooh, how about that was sketchy?
For him.
Right here, the clay hills. Hit some of these jumps. You've seen these before, but it's been a minute since we were out here. And I think I bottomed my forks that time. Not quite, but really close. Super duper fun. So we kind of jump over to Knoll this way too. Brady's peeing. Little two-stroke, super fun. I enjoy it. Jumping is a little bit weird and getting used to it just because you can't rev out as far. So you're going over the bar, you don't have as much of a rev range to bring it back. Dab over there. Boom. Almost bottomed her out. Got like ½ inch left.
What was that?
So I've almost bottomed her out. I got like ½ inch left. Woo! Up here on the freaking bridge.
I don't know why I didn't make it up that.
Nice work. That was different than when we went up last time.
I know, but I should have made it up that. I just like kind of sketchy.
Yeah, you just killed it, and then you didn't have that momentum that you needed.
If I would have had it the first time,
you would have been fine.
Killed it the first time, I probably would have just.
You would have been fine.
But then, yeah, the second time I kind of fucked up before that.
This is so cool, boys.
Yeah,
we should probably start, like, we can ride this and then we'll start heading back because it's 4:34. that wraps up the second day on the TE250i. Enjoyed the bike a lot more than yesterday. Not that I didn't enjoy it yesterday, but making the bike hit harder and the suspension stiffer was working wonders. We can still go a bit stiffer front and rear, but man, pretty damn happy with it today. So super fun. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this ride on this bike. So stick around, more content coming for sure. Not sure what I'm going to do for next race season, if we're just going to race the Sidra local series again, or maybe we're going to do something different. So I'll keep you guys posted and let you know what my plans are.